All right, so today in class we discussed elimination. At the end of the day, you're still trying to find x and y, or like this first example, it has m and p in it. With elimination, rather than solving for a variable by itself, you're going to try and maybe add down, because another name for addition method or elimination method is addition. So you can also add down, and if you look at this first example, you notice that 2p and 2p, one's negative, one's positive. So if I just add straight down, I end up with 8m, and my p's cancel out, and then I add my 24, and I get 48. From there, I can just divide my 8, and m equals 6. Okay, so I'm partway done, and then I go back to substitution, which is what we did the other day in class. I plug in 6 for m, it doesn't matter which equation. Let's say I use the top, so 5 times 6 minus 2p equals 24. I end up with 30 minus 2p equals 24. I'm going to subtract my 30 because it's positive. So I get negative 2p equals negative 6, divide by negative 2, and p equals 3. Okay, if you're unsure whether this would be right or not, you can always plug them back in. If we solved out the top one right, then 6 and 3 will both work. So I like to use the bottom one just to check. So 3 times 6 plus 2 times 3, does that equal 24? Well, 3 times 6 is 18, plus 6, it does equal 24, so therefore my answer of m equals 6 and p equals 3 is true. Here's another example. With this one, notice there isn't necessarily, notice 9d, our d's are opposite, so negative 9d and positive 9d. So when I add straight down, again my d's will go away. I end up with just positive 1c equals 8. So then again I plug back in 6 times 8 minus 9d equals 111. So again, I'm just going to solve my equation like we've done in the past. Subtract my 48. I get negative 9d equals, let's see, what do we get? 63. So then we divide by negative 9, and d equals negative 7. Again, I can check my work, plug it into the bottom one, negative 5 times 8, plus 9 times 7, negative 7 that is. Does that equal negative 103? Again, negative 40 plus negative 63 does equal negative 103, so my answers of C equals 8 and D equals negative 7 are true. Here's another example. This one deals with a word problem, and it says the sum of two numbers is 22 and the difference of those numbers is 12. What are the numbers? Well, first of all, you could obviously guess and test at this, but it's going to be probably easier algebraically to just set up two equations. The first one, it says sum of two numbers. So what does sum mean? Just add x plus y is going to be 22. Then the difference of those two numbers would be subtract, so x minus y, and that's going to equal 12. Well, notice I have a system of equations here, and I have a positive y and a negative y. So I can just add straight down, and when I do that, I get 2x equal to 34. So I divide by 2, and x is 17. So that means my first number is 17. I can plug that back in. Say to the top one, 17 plus y equals 22. I subtract my 17, and y equals 5. Again, I can check that. 17 minus 5 is also 12. 17 plus 5 is 22. So therefore, my two answers work out. This will do for this video. If you have any questions, make sure you ask. You can always email me, text me, whatever, and then we can go from there. I can always make another video with more examples if necessary. Thank you.